It is made out of a central column of steel, which is wrapped in a skin made of pieces of sheet iron, and on top of this sheet iron is a layer of plaster, wood, paint and other materials to create the camouflaged effect of a willow tree. To clean the observation post, I've hoovered it using a vacuum cleaner that has variable suction and also very soft paintbrush. I'm lifting the dirt off and then catching it in the hoover. Once I've hoovered and dry cleaned the whole object, I have to choose the adhesives that I'm going to use to consolidate the surface quite carefully. When we're consolidating the surface, we use a variety of different conservation grade adhesives, and these don't yellow or have good properties for their long-term use. We mix up our own adhesives, and we do that in the lab using different solvents depending on the object that we're working on. And we also have a variety of different adhesives we can choose from, and it depends on how flexible they are, whether they're glossy or matte, and these are all things that we consider when choosing the correct adhesive. To consolidate the surface means to secure any of the loose parts that are sitting on top of the metal. So that means using a conservation grade adhesive that is quite weak, washing it into the surface underneath the material in order to fix it back down onto the substrate, which is the iron. There's different sections of metal everywhere, and some of them are riveted together, some of them have been screwed together. So it's a very organic construction, and that's quite interesting as a conservator to see how they've made this object. I quite like the random little bits of wood that have been nailed on as well. A lot of them move a little bit, and there's a lot of material stuck to them. It just makes it quite an interesting object to really properly investigate and record what it is actually made out of. And being able to look at it really closely enabled us to find out a lot more about this object.
I really like it, it's a really cool object.